Hello, my name is Sridhar from Apsona, and in this demo I'd like to show you a new feature of the Apsona mail and merge tool, which enables you to create Excel merges where you can take data from Salesforce and merge it into Excel templates. So the essential idea is something like this. If you typically you look at the process of what it takes to extract data from Salesforce, extract a report from Salesforce, and then look at it within Excel. People routinely write reports, extract them into CSV format, and then massage them in lots of different ways with adding charts and graphs and so on to analyze the data after having extracted them. And it's a very laborious process. So what would be nice would be to have an Excel template which you lay out a priori, which will contain all of the formulas, all of the relationships, all of the charts that you want in the template, and have it prepared ahead of time, put it into Salesforce, and then run a report which magically populates the fields of the template and gives it to you all finished so that you have all of the relationships calculated dynamically by Excel. Clearly, Excel is an extremely powerful tool. It can do a lot of calculations, a lot of visualizations, and so on. And what we're doing is mashing the power of Excel into the data that's available in Salesforce. So to that end, let's take a look at a sample template that we've created. Let's start with this template. And the idea here is that the template shows the way I want this data to be rendered. So everything shown in the template drives the exact layout of the output resulting Excel sheet. Here, for example, is a row which represents a bunch of rows that I will retrieve from Salesforce. So I want here in this row to instead of this row rather to appear a list of rows corresponding to opportunities in Salesforce. So this one row will be replaced by whatever number of opportunities, with corresponding cell values being replaced by opportunity field values from within Salesforce. So I've got raw data down here. Similarly, I've got stage information here. So I want this one row to be replaced by a list of stages of opportunities from the records in Salesforce. I also want to add calculations into the sheet, obviously. So for example, I've already done that here. If you look at this field, I've got a row formula, which is the expected amount of the opportunity, which appeals to the opportunity value cell and the probability cell, takes the product of the two and divides by 100 to get the expected amount. I also have a formula cell up here, which refers to a range of E17 to E17, which is this one cell. It is a single cell range which spans the one cell which will be replaced by a range of values for all of the amounts of the opportunities that will be merged into here. So I get their sum here. Similarly, these other fields. So this is a SUMIF which checks by stage, and this is a SUMIF which checks also by stage. This is a count of the number of records in this region. And finally, there is a chart here which appeals to these two cells to produce a bar label from the stage name and to produce a bar value from the total value in the stage corresponding to that stage. The other thing to note about this template is that there is really no special way of picking these names here. I made them up pretty much arbitrarily. All that is required is that a merge field name should begin with 2 curlies and should end with 2 curlies, should have only alphabets, numerics, and underscores in it. Other than that, there is no constraint as to what this name should look like or whether it should resemble any Salesforce field name or label or what have you. Nothing like that. You just make up these names as you go along. So what happens is when you actually expand out the template, Apsona will take care of matching the template names with the actual data fields within Salesforce. So let's look at how that happens. Let's go off to Apsona, and here's a bunch of dummy data in a developer org. It's really not much significant data here, but there is a merge tool that's available so that we can do a demonstration of this. So first I want to filter down to the opportunities that I want to do the merge for. So let's filter with the funnel demo. So it pulls up these 13 records that I want to merge into that template. So what I'm going to do is go up to Tools and click Merge Mail to pull up the Merge Wizard. So this wizard is capable of doing several things. It lets you merge into docx, to XLSX, to email and document if you need. In this demo, we're only going to do spreadsheet merge. Also, it gives you the ability to run an existing merge or to create a new one. So in this demo, what we'll do is create a new merge using the template that we just saw, walk through the process, and then show that it then appears as an existing merge action. You'll see what happens there. So let's pick spreadsheet merge and click Next. When we do that, it goes off to Salesforce, looks in the Documents object, and retrieves the names of all of the documents it finds there, all of the XLSX documents it finds there, because we're doing an XLSX merge. So we will pick this one, which we know happens to be the name of the document that we built, and we click Next. And you see what happens here. Apsona opens up the template that we just gave it, looks in there to identify all of the merge field names, and asks us how to line them up with corresponding opportunity field names, because we're running this from the opportunity object. With each one of the merge fields, there is provided a list of associated opportunity fields that you can line up to. So campaign in this case obviously comes from the campaign object. Opti name clearly comes from the opportunity name. Opti value, I'm sure, is the amount. When closes is the close date. Lead source is the lead source. Opti stage is stage. And the probability is probability %. So that sets up the correspondence for the first report in the spreadsheet. The second report at the top was given a record group name of stages. As we said, if we look at this again, this row contains just one variable, one merge field name, and that merge field name has a prefix called stages : indicating that all of the fields in this row belong to the record group named stages. So Apsona ascribes a different namespace to the field names in this row. Just happens to be one field name, and that namespace has the name stages. So you can associate fields with the merged fields in that row. So for stages, we have the data source, which we can associate to be any one of the related objects from related to the opportunity object, or any of the reports on objects related to the opportunity object. So in this case, I have available to me a stage names for funnel demo report, which I will select, and it produces for me just the names of the stages available to me. So I'll just make those stage names map to the stage name field that came from the template. The merge facility also allows me to filter at this level. I can say when I run this filter, I want additional filter terms to apply. Well, I don't want any filter terms in this case. Linkages allow me to establish relationships between the different data sources within this merge, and in this case I don't want any of that. Simply click Next, and we're almost ready to merge. We'll save this action as Excel merge funnel demo with caps, and click Finish. It will finish in a moment, and we can download the results, save it, and open it. And you see that it has filled out all the formulas and all of the data exactly as you would expect. So this cell, if you click in there, refers to this column, the expected value column. This cell, as you can see when you click here, refers to the amounts column. So when you scroll down, you see that it has filled out to exactly the correct region of amounts. Similarly, these values, as you can see, apply to the correct products of the amount and the probability. And finally, the chart applies to these two columns here. So you've got a finished product with an Excel sheet containing charts and the relationships all set up from just the template. So the last thing to look at is close this and go back and look at Tools, Merge Mail again. This time, if we do a Run an Existing Merge choice, you'll see that that funnel demo I just created appears as a choice here. If I select that choice and click Next, it will not walk me through the wizard. It will simply run the merge immediately. I can download the results and save them if I want to. It is also possible to edit this action before running it. So if instead of doing so, I did the merge mail, run an existing merge action, select that merge action, and click Edit before running it. This time, it will walk me through the wizard, showing me the choices I made. It's telling me that it chose this template to use. When I click Next, it's telling me all of the mappings that it used. It's telling me which report was chosen for doing the merge, and so on. So you can then edit this and save it again if you so chose. That's about it for Excel Merge. Thank you for watching. Please let us know if you're interested in trying this out. Thank you.